So with the release of the latest Snapshot, I decided that I wanted to come in and check out some of the new blocks. Specifically, one block. I want to know more about this chiseled bookshelf, so I decided to come and do a little messing around and explore it a little bit. First things first, what's the crafting recipe like? So, as you can see with the traditional bookshelf, 6 planks, 3 books. Makes sense. It's filled with books. But with the chiseled bookshelf, it is 6 planks and 3 slabs. Also making sense. No books on it. And there's a shelf in the middle, hence the slabs. I like it. I think it's a good idea. Next, how do the books go on it? It doesn't matter where you click. They always go on and are taken off in reverse order. Okay. They're also always the same pattern. They're always cyan, green, purple, magenta, brown, blue. Every time. I love the idea of the bookshelf, but for me, I would like to see a little bit more variety in not only how you place the books on there, but more randomization of the books being placed on there. And this right here is a sole example of it. You know, I want some books spread throughout all of these bookshelves, top and bottom, but I want some empty spaces on top here, but full up here. Well, I can't do that. I think, for me, the way that I would fix that is I would like to see it so that if I click here, the book goes there, not there. If I click here, the book goes in that spot there. If I click here, the book goes in that spot, and so on and so forth. That would prevent 2 things from happening. Number 1, I would be able to put books wherever I wanted, and it wouldn't have to go top, then bottom, left to right. It could be sporadic throughout. And randomize the color. It doesn't always have to look like this. Number 2, I have a mending book and an unbreaking book. Well, let's say I want my mending books on top and my unbreaking books on the bottom. I leave, I come back, and now I want to grab a mending book. Unbreaking. 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 Ah, there's my mending book. So, no matter whatever order I put them on, they're gonna come off in reverse order. I will say I do like the artwork on the sides of them and the backs, and the top and bottom are the same artwork. Top, bottom, same artwork. They make nice patterns. I think there's a lot of potential for making like floors out of them. One thing I did mess around with also is mixing in some of the old bookshelves in with some of the new bookshelves, the chiseled bookshelves. I think that looks good. I like the way that looks. It adds, different shades of the colors that are in there. Obviously those are always all the way full, so if we take a few more books off, it kind of, evens out a little bit, I guess. So one other thing that they mentioned at Minecraft Live was redstone capabilities, which that intrigued me a lot. So I started messing around and I wanted to see what kind of signal strengths come off of these. Well, as you can see, I already did all my testing here. For some reason, even when it's empty, you can see it's still giving me a signal strength of 1. And if I put 1 book on it, just to show you it did go on, it's still a signal strength of 1. However, for every subsequent book that you add to it, it keeps adding signal strength. So this, when it is maxed out at 6 books, will put out a signal strength of 6. All the way down to here. And then this block is not, or this piece of dust is not powered. So this could end up being pretty useful for a lot of different things. So another thing after signal strength that I wanted to check, what's their pulse length? Is it a 1-tick pulse? 2-tick pulse? So I've got this set up with a sticky piston just to test it, and it does grab it, and it also releases it. I think they call that a 1-tick pulse? I don't know. I don't know redstone terms all that good. But you can see as I take books off and put books on, that it'll grab it and release it. Then the other thing I wanted to know was hopper functionality. Can you put blocks into a bookshelf via hopper? Well, let's check it out. No, you can't. Not from the top. How about from the side? Nope. The front? Nope. What about the back? Nothing. Okay, can you take them out with a hopper? Nope, you can't. So any sort of interaction with these needs to be done manually. Which is okay, but it would be nice to have some sort of a hopper functionality, maybe even if it's from the back or from the side. I don't think it has to be from the top or the front or anything like this, but that's just my opinion. But again, back to the signal strength coming off of this bookshelf. There's some pretty cool stuff that you could end up doing with it, you know, and I think that the main thing that they focused on during the Minecraft live show was the kind of secret door off of a bookshelf thing, which I kind of like that. It's kind of cool. But I mean, in all reality, you could do so much with this. I mean, this basically is just going to act as a button or a lever in a way, just dependent on how far you want your signal strength to, or how strong you want your signal strength to be before whatever you need activated is activated. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I think it's probably my favorite block that they announced, just for the sole decoration purpose. I wish that you could put books where you click, and I wish that there's a little bit more variety, you know, and make it random. You know, I think that if you wanted to get really fancy, you could make like each different enchanted book a different color, or each different category, maybe, you know, one for weaponry, one for armor, one for general purpose use, like mending and unbreaking and all that. But I think that's getting too complicated. To me, I think what would make this a lot better would be point and click where you want it, and just randomize the books a little bit more as far as color. I think those are the only two things that I would change about it, and you know, I don't think anything's quite set in stone yet with this update. There's quite a lot that can change still, so I look forward to seeing what Mojang has in store for us, but so far I'm really happy. Keep placing bookshelves. So far I'm really happy with it. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below what you're thinking about the bookshelf and what you would change from what you saw showcased at Minecraft Live.